It's another ungodly.
I'd like to call this August 9th regular council meeting to order. Would everybody please stand for a moment of silence? Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please.
Mr. Lutz?
Here.
Mr. Cullen? Here. Mr. Canal? Here. Ms. Rodriguez? Here. Mr. Musi?
Here.
Mr. Sabatini? Here. Mr. Plensky? Mr. DiGiuseppe?
Here. This time I'm going to open up to public participation. Anybody on this side of the room would like to speak on anything at this time, please walk up to the podium. This side of the room would like to speak on anything. And it's public participation. Before we get started with our agenda, I'd like to recognize one of our superstar athletes who's sitting in the audience tonight, Alexis Rodriguez, who was one of this Bristol Borough State Championship team. So, congratulations.
Mother didn't make him say that. He said that on his own. She didn't even know. See?
She's going to kill me. I'm like, I didn't do it.
We're going to have your whole team up here hopefully in September, October, and recognize you as a group. But congratulations again. You were one game away from moving on to the Little League World Series, which would have been a great honor, but we're still proud of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 2 on the agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of 7/12 and 8/2, to accept the Treasurer's report for June, to accept the Police and District Justice report, to accept the Fire Chief's report, to accept the Borough Inspector's report, and to accept the Harbor report.
Do I have a second? A second by Ms. Rodriguez. Any questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask the maker of the motion to include the report from Hellman and Company and the audit report dated March 29, 2010.
I haven't seen that. Can we?
I haven't seen it yet,
We haven't
Jimmy.
seen that. I don't know how we can accept a report we haven't seen.
My packet.
Well, maybe because you requested it was there,
Wow.
Mr. Dillon, but
Well, we can do it next month and give everybody else a copy.
Yeah.
Mr. Hellman will be here at the next meeting with the complete audited financial statements, which is more important than that statement, which is very difficult to read because it's in handwriting, but it is in everyone's packet.
That's fine.
I didn't even say it. So are you withdrawing your...
I'll withdraw the request and we'll do it next month.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Number 3.
Have the secretary record a no vote for the treasurer's report.
Pardon me?
I'm voting no on the treasurer's report.
No.
Yep.
Number 3.
I'm sorry, I'm a little, okay. Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to authorize Phase 2 of the environmental study by Gilmore and Associates of Conrail tracks on Old Route 13 for the Gateway project in the amount of $15,150 per proposal dated July 21st, 2010.
Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Trinnell. Any questions or comments?
I'd like to make a comment, just a quick comment. 6 years ago, we talked about getting this gateway cleaned up and fixed up, and it's been 6 years, so I think it's really important that we go ahead with this study and do what we have to do to see if it's something we can work on, because, 6 years later, we're still waiting for something,
Yeah.
and that's definitely a big gateway into the borough.
It's been a long process.
Yes.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 4.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a resolution to authorize the filing of an application for funds with DCED requesting an industrial site reuse grant for the former Bristol Steel treating property.
Second by Mr. Sabatini. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Holler.